In the third India-England test at Motera, England opt to bat first after winning the toss. Early strikes hurt England. Ishant and Aksar pick up a wicket each. President Ramnath Kovind inaugurates world's largest cricket stadium at Ahmedabad, which has been named after Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Union Home Minister Amit Shah announces to name Motera Stadium after Narendra Modi. In the Champions League, Bayern Munich put one foot in quarterfinals with 4-1 thrashing of Lazio in their last 16 first leg in Rome. Robert Lewandowski becomes Champions League's third top scorer of all time. Chelsea gain advantage in last 16 tie with Atletico Madrid with 1-0 first leg win in Bucharest. While a major showdown is expected when Italian club Atalanta welcome Real Madrid to Giuseppe Stadium tonight. And golfer Tiger Woods hospitalized with multiple injuries after car accident. Golfing great awake and responsive following surgery. Hello and welcome to this edition of the news. I'm Rukmaina. Top story in sports. In the pink ball test, England captain Joe Root won the toss and elected to bat first against India at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. A win will take Team India one step closer to a spot in the final of the ICC World Test Championship at the Lord's Cricket Ground. Local man Jasprit Bumrah replaced Mohammad Siraj in the India playing 11, along with off-spinning all-rounder Washington Sundar, who comes back in place of Kuldeep Yadav. Ishant Sharma, who is also in his 100th test match, has registered the wicket of Dom Sibley. After that, Aksar Patel dismissed Johnny Bairstow for a duck. Currently, England are batting at 66 for the loss of 2 wickets. And President Ramnath Kovind inaugurated the Narendra Modi Stadium, the world's largest cricket stadium, at Motera in Ahmedabad today. Union Home Minister Amit Shah, Gujarat Governor Acharya Devvrat, Sports Minister Kiren Rijiju and BCCI Secretary Jay Shah, who were present on the occasion. The stadium at Motera in Ahmedabad makes history as it is hosting the day-night pink ball test match between India and England. The newly built world's largest cricket stadium is equipped with all modern technologies and facilities necessary for present-day cricket.
ये स्टेडियम विश्व में सबसे बड़ा होने के साथ-साथ सुविधाओं की दृष्टि से भी सर्वश्रेष्ठ है। आज हम सभी देशवासियों के लिए गर्व की बात है कि 1,32,000 दर्शकों की क्षमता के साथ मोटेरा का ये स्टेडियम आज विश्व का सबसे बड़ा क्रिकेट स्टेडियम बन गया। मुझे यह जानकारी दी गई है कि इस स्टेडियम में होने वाले डे नाइट मैचों के लिए LED लाइटिंग से रोशनी की विशेष व्यवस्था की गई है। किसी भी अन्य स्टेडियम में इस्तेमाल हो रही लाइटिंग की तुलना में यहाँ लगभग आधी बिजली खर्च होगी। ऊर्जा का इतना किफ़ायती व सक्षम उपयोग विशेष सराहनीय है। ग्रीन बिल्डिंग सर्टिफिकेशन की गोल्ड रेटिंग से युक्त यह स्टेडियम इको फ्रेंडली विकास का एक अच्छा उदाहरण भी है। यह स्टेडियम विश्व पटल पर अपनी मजबूत पहचान बनाने वाले आज के भारत की आकांक्षाओं और क्षमताओं को प्रदर्शित करता है।
And addressing a gathering at the inauguration of the stadium at Motera, Union Home Minister Amit Shah said that by combining the sports complex, the sports enclave and the stadium in Ahmedabad, India would be able to host events like the Commonwealth Games and even the Olympics.
ये देश का सबसे बड़ा स्पोर्ट्स कॉम्प्लेक्स बनेगा। इसके साथ नारायणपुरा में एक 18 एकड़ का एक नया स्पोर्ट्स कॉम्प्लेक्स बनेगा कि तीनों चीजें मिलाकर सरदार पटेल स्पोर्ट्स एन्क्लेव, जिसका हिस्सा नरेंद्र मोदी स्टेडियम और नारायणपुरा में बनने वाला एक स्पोर्ट्स कॉम्प्लेक्स, ये तीनों चीजों को अगर मिलाते हैं तो 233 एकड़ भूमि पर कोई भी अंतर्राष्ट्रीय खेल स्पर्धा करनी है, चाहे कॉमनवेल्थ गेम करने हो, चाहे एशियाड करना हो, चाहे ओलंपिक करना हो, अहमदाबाद 6 महीने के अंदर तैयार होकर खड़ा हो जाए। इस प्रकार का स्पोर्ट्स इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर आज यहां पर बनने की शुरुआत हुई है।
And the Union Home Minister Amit Shah announced the renaming of the Motera Stadium after Narendra Modi.
एक 1,32,000 दर्शक साथ में बैठकर क्रिकेट की मैच का लुत्फ उठा पाए, इस प्रकार का स्टेडियम श्री नरेंद्र मोदी के नाम से आज राष्ट्रपति महोदय ने अपने कर कमलों से उद्घाटित किया है, जो न केवल दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा क्रिकेट स्टेडियम है, दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा स्पोर्ट्स स्टेडियम है, जिसका नाम आज हमने हमारे देश के प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नाम से रखा है।
Highlighting the importance of sports for children, the Home Minister further said that approximately 650 schools which do not have playgrounds would be connected to the Narendra Modi Stadium.
अहमदाबाद शहर, गांधीनगर जिला और अहमदाबाद ग्रामीण जिला के 600 स्कूलों को हम इसके साथ जोड़ने वाले हैं, जिनके पास अपने प्लेग्राउंड नहीं है। इनके पास अपने प्लेग्राउंड नहीं है, बच्चों को खेलने की सुविधाएं नहीं। अगर बच्चा खेलेगा नहीं तो हारेगा कैसे? वो हार को हजम नहीं कर पाएगा। जीतने का जज्बा कैसे खड़ा होगा? जीतने का जुनून कैसे खड़ा होगा? और ये संस्कार जो बच्चे में रह जाते हैं, वो उसको एक अच्छा मनुष्य बनते हुए रोकते हैं। हम 650 स्कूलों को, 600 से ज्यादा स्कूलों को, लगभग 650 स्कूलों को इस नरेंद्र मोदी स्टेडियम के साथ जोड़ने वाले हैं। 34 बसें उनको लाने ले जाने का काम करेगी। इनके सारे पीटी के पीरियड एक साथ कर सप्ताह में एक दिन बच्चा यहाँ आएगा, पूरा दिन खेलेगा, खाना भी यहाँ खाएगा और शाम को सुरक्षित अपने घर पर पहुंचे।
Sports Minister Kiren Rijiju said that not just cricket but all other sports disciplines too will be benefited, and we are proud and happy to have this Sardar Patel Sports Complex.
सिर्फ क्रिकेट के लिए ही नहीं बल्कि पूरे भारत देश के लिए गौरव का दिन है। हमने बचपन से सुनते थे, कभी देखते थे भी थे, हम लोग सपना देखते थे कि हमारा देश में दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा स्टेडियम कब बनेगा। और आज इस देश का खेल मंत्री होने के नाते भी और एक खेल प्रेमी होने के नाते पूरे देश के साथ गौरव के साथ अहमदाबाद में, यहाँ मोटेरा में हम आए हैं, तो मेरा खुशी का कोई ठिकाना नहीं है कि दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा स्टेडियम हमारे बीच में खड़ा है।
He further said that this is the best stadium meeting all the needs of the 21st century and is future ready to host any national or international events.
भारत के प्रधानमंत्री जब देश को गाइड करके आगे ले जा रहे हैं तो ऐसा काम मुमकिन होता है। और किस तरीके से इस स्टेडियम को कंस्ट्रक्शन किया, एग्जीक्यूट किया। ये क्रिकेट स्टेडियम सिर्फ सबसे बड़ा स्पोर्ट्स स्टेडियम ही नहीं बल्कि दुनिया का सबसे आधुनिक में से भी एक है। सारा फैसिलिटीज जिस तरीके से यहाँ व्यवस्था किया है, वो हर किसी प्लेयर, हर कोई खेल प्रेमी जब यहाँ आएंगे तो उसको पता चलेगा कि ये 21st सेंचुरी का सबसे मॉडर्न स्टेडियम में से भी एक है।
And joining us now is our correspondent Narayan Singh with more details about the inauguration of the biggest stadium in the world for cricket. We just heard Union Minister for Sports and Youth Affairs Kiren Rijiju say about how this stadium will benefit not just cricket but all other sports disciplines as well. A lot of plans in store for this particular stadium. Take us through its significance. Narayan, if you can hear me.
Rukma, it's a big achievement that this is the newly built stadium and shows the picture of a new India and shows the sporting power of India in the world. It has the capacity of 132,000 and it's the largest cricket stadium in the world. And the main thing is that this stadium is connecting the young children of the country through the events like Khelo India to the stadium. The stadium is also as the sports minister said, that the children who are not getting the sports facility, who are not getting all the infrastructure to play sport, they will also get here a chance to train themselves. Apart from this, this is a modern cricket ground. Here, have many facilities are there. The most important thing is that here it is fitted with the LED lights, and there will be no shadows on the ground, and it will be very helpful for when ball is in air, it will be clearly visible. And apart from this, the drainage system is wonderful, and after raining, if the rain is there during the match, the water can be drained out within the 30 minutes, and definitely it will help the cricketing fraternity to have the better results of the cricket match. And there are 11 strips on this pitch with both black and red soil. And apart from this, there are many more modern facilities are there. There are 4 dressing rooms. So a world-class infrastructure here. As Home Minister said that within the 6 months, India can host Asiad Games, Commonwealth Games and Olympic Games. So as far as the sporting world is concerned, India had showed the world that it is capable to host any of the international event, and India showed that India is the big sporting hub of the world right now.
Right, India can be a big sporting hub. It can host any of the major games, any of the major tournaments in the world. And we also heard about how schools will be connected to this. Every week, once in the week, we believe that many major school students of many major schools will be able to come here and spend the day. When we talk about other sports disciplines, we do know about cricket, Narayan. What other sports disciplines can be played here? Narayan, if you can hear me. Well, we seem to have lost contact with our correspondent Narayan Singh. We'll try and get in touch with him in a short while from now. Meanwhile, we'd also like to tell our viewers that the cricket match between the 3rd test between India and England is also being played here. Let's move on now to news from football. Robert Lewandowski became the Champions League's 3rd top scorer of all time as Bayern Munich put one foot in the quarter-finals with a 4-1 thrashing of Lazio in their last 16 first leg at Rome. Teenager Jamal Musiala became Bayern Munich's youngest ever goal scorer in the Champions League. Musiala also became the 2nd youngest player to score in the knockout stage of the competition when he netted Bayern's 2nd goal. Leroy Sane scored a 3rd just before half-time as he was quickest to a rebound. Francesco Acerbi added a 4th for Bayern with an own goal. Joaquin Correa then stunned the German defense with a wonderful strike. And we go back once again to our correspondent Narayan Singh to talk about Motera and all it means for India and Indian sports. Not just for Indian sports, Narayan, but for sports in the entire in the entire region. In fact, for the entire world, we can expect to host the Olympics even here. That's what the Union Home Minister said, Narayan.
Definitely, because as far as the infrastructure is concerned, this stadium has a lot of facilities. It has sports complex, it has a hockey ground, and many more facilities is there. Even the athletic events can be hosted at this particular stadium. So all in all, with all the facilities, all the great drainage system, and all the modern facilities, it has the capability to host any major international event within the 6th month, as the Home Minister said. And apart from this, it has as far as the parking facility is concerned, 3,000 cars can be parked here and 10,000 two-wheelers. So a lot of crowd can come here, and the connectivity with the Ahmedabad metro station is also there. So every facility is there here in the stadium, and more or less we can say that India definitely with the stadium has showed that as India is one of the sports superpower in the world, with this largest stadium in the world with a capacity of 1,32,000.
Right, Narayan, and also we saw the Khelo India school games, the Khelo India youth games, the Khelo India university games. Already they show this government's commitment towards sports and developing the sporting talent of the country. Now we have the Motera Stadium, the largest cricket stadium in the world, another manifestation of the government's commitment to sports.
Definitely, it's the PM Modi's vision to take India to a next level in the sporting world. As the Khelo India, you saw that it is giving the talent to young players. It is the platform where the young players can nurture their talent. And in the recent past, we have seen that the many athletes, after playing at the Khelo India University Games, Khelo India Youth Games, they have won medals for India at the international levels, and they are now the world champions. And this is the mindset in the country right now as far as the sport is concerned. In the past few years, we have seen that India has done exceptionally well in the different sporting events, whether it is shooting, whether it is wrestling, whether it is boxing. India won record number of medals in these events at the international level. So the message is clear that India is the next superpower in the sporting world, whether you call it hosting, as our Home Minister today said that India is ready to host any international events within the time span of 6 months, as the infrastructure and all the facilities for the sporting events are ready here.
Right. And when we talk about, the pink ball test that is on there, India need to win this test, as do England. Where do you see it going? Although it's early times yet, there have been some early losses for England.
Definitely, as far as the ICC Test Championship is concerned, this match is very important for both the teams. Both the teams need to win the match if they want to be there in the ICC Test Championship and to play the final against New Zealand at Lord's. India needs to win this series by a margin of at least 2-1, and England need to win the series by a margin of 3-1. If whoever wins this match, definitely it will try to be there in the final of the ICC Test Championship. England lose 2 early wickets here, and the way the things are going on right now, after that their opener scored this half century for them and tried to try to take their innings, to solidify their innings after losing 2 early wickets. But as the things will go on during the twilight time, the ball will swing, and definitely it will be very tough for the England batsmen to bat during the twilight session, because the pink ball is considered, it has a more shine over it, and that's why during the evening time the ball will swing, and definitely it will make life difficult for the England's bowler. And definitely that part of the match will definitely decide where this test match goes from here.
Right. Thank you very much, Narayan. I've taken a lot of your time. Thanks very much for those inputs. Moving on now in football, Olivier Giroud produced another Champions League special to hand Chelsea the advantage in their last 16 tie with Atletico Madrid after a 1-0 first leg win in Bucharest. The Blues forward grabbed his 6th goal in the competition this season. with an overhead kick in the 68th minute, but it was only awarded after a lengthy VAR review. It was thoroughly deserved for Thomas Tuchel's side, who dominated for large parts and extended their unbeaten run under the German to 8 games since his arrival on January 26th. And a highly anticipated showdown in the last 16 of the Champions League takes place tonight as Italian club Atalanta welcome Real Madrid to the US Stadium for the first leg. Atalanta finished second in Group D to book their spot in the knockout stages, while Real Madrid ultimately topped Group B after a shaky start to proceedings. The Spanish Giants have only 11 fit senior players for the first leg. Eden Hazard, Sergio Ramos, Dani Carvajal and Marcelo are also among those who will miss the first knockout game. Everyone loves a bargain, and with the next transfer window likely to see a repeat of last month's low spending across Europe, this summer could again see many clubs similarly reluctant to pay big fees for players. So it might be the perfect time for a freebie. That does not necessarily mean some unwanted 40-year-old journeyman, though especially not this summer. As football's best players return to European action, many are already on the hunt for a new club, with their contracts up in July. Sports 360 takes a look at the stellar names that can currently be picked up for free this summer.
Gianluigi Donnarumma, AC Milan. AC Milan are flying high in Serie A this season, but there are question marks over undisputed Italy #1 Donnarumma, who's played more than 200 games since his debut at the age of 16. Now 21, he's one of the most highly rated goalkeepers in the world and would normally command a fee over £50 million, but contract talks with the clubs are currently frozen. Jerome Boateng, Bayern Munich. Germany World Cup winner Boateng has been a regular in the Bayern team this season, with the side topping the Bundesliga table once again. 32-year-old former Manchester City defender is open to a contract extension, but the club are yet to begin talks with the player. Sergio Ramos, Real Madrid. Real Madrid skipper Ramos will go down as one of the game's greatest defenders, playing nearly 700 games for the La Liga Giants and scoring an astonishing 100 goals. The centre-back turns 35 in March, and Real have offered him a one-year contract extension, but one that reportedly reduces his salary from £10.5 million to £8.8 million. David Alaba, Bayern Munich. Austria international Alaba is the second key defender who could be departing Bayern this summer after failing to agree to a new deal. The 28-year-old, who can also play in midfield, has been heavily linked with a free transfer to Real Madrid, where he will reportedly earn £204,000 a week after tax. Fernandinho, Manchester City. The 35-year-old Brazilian has clocked up more than 300 games for City and honours including 3 league titles and the FA Cup, but now Pep Guardiola may want to bring in fresh legs to replace the veteran midfielder. The player himself is undecided over his future and reportedly has offers from South America. Jorginho Wijnaldum, Liverpool. Netherlands international Wijnaldum has still not signed a new deal with the Liverpool and looks increasingly likely to be the first of the Reds player who won the Champions League and Premier League to leave. The 30-year-old seems intent on fulfilling a boyhood dream of playing for Barcelona, where compatriot Ronald Koeman is the manager. Memphis Depay, Lyon. Manchester United flop. Depay rebuilt his career in France with Lyon, but is yet to sign a new contract with the club. The 26-year-old Dutch international has been heavily linked with a move to Barcelona, while Bundesliga side Borussia Dortmund are also said to be interested. Julian Draxler, Paris Saint-Germain. Midfielder Draxler has been in and out of the PSG team this season. The 27-year-old says he intends to see out his contract at the League One champions and will announce his next club in March. Angel Di Maria, PSG. Another PSG man and the first of a tasty Argentina tryout, all out of contract this summer. Angel Di Maria had a tough spell at Manchester United but has had a fruitful time in Paris, winning 4 league titles and reaching the Champions League final. Lionel Messi, Barcelona, the greatest player of all time, available for nothing. Messi can talk to non-Spanish clubs right now and handed in a transfer request last summer before going persuaded to stay. But a cash-rich team would need to pick up the 33-year-old's hefty pay pocket. A leaked report recently said his 4-year contract at Barcelona, including wages and other variables, amounted to an eye-watering £491 million. Sergio Aguero, Manchester City. City's all-time leading goal scorer Sergio has missed a large chunk of the season through injury, and at the age of 32, can Pep Guardiola rely on him to stay fit? Reports say he may have to have his current £260,000 a week deal at Etihad Stadium if he is to stay there. Sports Desk, DD India.
And golfer Tiger Woods is reported to have been in a major rollover car crash. The golfer was alone in his car when the accident happened on Tuesday, and except for his car, no other vehicles were reportedly damaged.
Ace golfer Tiger Woods was hospitalized on Tuesday after surviving a car crash in which his vehicle sustained major damages. Woods was himself driving the car when he met with the accident. The rollover crash near Los Angeles did not involve any other vehicles. Woods was returning from Rivera County Club in LA at the weekend as host of the Genesis Invitational Tournament. According to police, Woods is currently stable and injuries were not believed to be life-threatening. He was also able to communicate when the rescue personnel arrived. His representative said in a statement on Woods' Twitter account late Tuesday that he is currently awake, responsive and recovering in his hospital room.
Unfortunately, Mr. Woods was not able to stand under his own power. Our partners at LA County Fire were able to extricate him from the vehicle, and they put him onto a backboard. When I arrived on the scene, Mr. Woods was seated in the driver's seat. I made contact with him, and I ensured that he was able to speak to me. At that time, he seemed that as though he was still calm and lucid. I made the determination that it would be safer to wait for LA County Fire to help remove him instead of trying to remove him myself.
Sportspersons, celebrities and former US President Donald Trump sent well wishes to golfer Tiger Woods. The Masters, one of the world's most prestigious golf tournaments, released a statement wishing for his recovery, and former golfing champion Jack Nicklaus offered Woods his heartfelt support and prayers. Former US President Donald Trump, who's played golf with Tiger Woods on several occasions and also awarded him with the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2019, issued a statement wishing sooner recovery, adding, "You are a true champion." Woods is one of the most successful golfers of all time. He's won 15 major championships. He recently underwent his 5th back injury and said he was uncertain if he would be able to complete his latest injury comeback in time to play at April's Masters. Sports Desk, DD India.
And that's all we have for you in this edition of Sports Buzz. We'll be back again tomorrow with more sports news. Meanwhile, keep watching DD India. Namaskar.